we stand with New Zealand miners. Unions. We need coal, and it's what they.
Well, we
Thatcher
need
hated it.
no, Liam. We don't need coal. We need renewable energy sources. Let's be real.
Chris Martin, hit us up.
People need jobs. Jobs.
Yes.
Bums on seats.
Give those people the renewable energy jobs.
We need the voters.
Kiwi Junior, shut up, Liam. With the album Chopper, we're gonna cover it. There's a couple of songs we're gonna mention in passing because we've already covered them, but it's just worth bringing them up again just for shits and gigs, as they say on the street. We're gonna go track by track because that's what we fucking do. All right, and the first one is Unspeakable Things. We're gonna break the mold with this one. We're gonna speak about it. All right. This was enjoyable.
Another overriding theme. It's all pretty enjoyable, especially this one. Good intro to the album. I really like the synth sound. The vocals were good, and it keeps that teenage rom-com, coming of age story thing,
100%
vibe that I mentioned when it was a single. That is spoiled or something that I feel throughout the whole album. So someone should maybe write a film based around this. If you're bored after releasing an album, guys,
be set in New Zealand, and it could be set with underage people,
underage miners, with the helmets and the.
Maybe that's something you can do. If you want a new project. Also, I love it when the vocal. No,
but you never call it.
No, I don't. I love it when the vocal line carries on into the next line, but then like the synth hook plays. That is like
tickles your bum.
Does tickle my bum. And that happened quite regularly on this album, particularly in this song. So yeah, good shit.
Do you know what? Yeah.
Sick.
I pretty much agree with everything you said, and I just want to add the kind of off note in the synth line. It goes like a odd note. Really like it. Yeah, it feels slightly off, but it fits perfectly well. But as a musician, it really strikes my ears, like Maxwell Silverhammer.
Okay. Moving on, Parasite 2. Was this another one we covered? I feel like it was.
No.
The long-awaited sequel to the Oscar-winning film.
Indeed. This had very strong Albert Hammond Jr. vibes. There's a particular Albert Hammond Jr. song that the chords are almost identical to. Not constantly, but like the intro side of it. But yeah, I enjoyed this one anyway. Fun times, but not as fun as the opener for me. Kind of drowned it out a little bit, which I don't want to spoil it, but that's a common theme. But it was a good vibe, and I did like it. Believe me.
Mirrors and mirrors and mirrors. And I also, one of my thoughts was it reminded me slightly of The Strokes, Yanni. So I guess I'm sort of on the same wavelength there.
I mean, it's all the same thing, isn't it?
You could say.
Moving on, Clerical Sleep. This one kind of passed me by, to be honest, when I was listening to it.
Yep.
Didn't really stand out to me.
No.
It was all right. There's nothing wrong with it, but nothing stood out either. So, get out my life.
Yep. I had a lovely nostalgic vibe, but that is the whole album does. So I was really trying to look for things to say there. Another good tune. I enjoyed it.
Mirrors, guys. Straight up
Mirrors.
Mirrors here.
Lovely. Night Vision. This is my favourite track. Spoiler alert.
Oh, Yanni. Mine too.
God. Lovely.
Fair.
Don't know if it's because it's the most strokesy out of the lot. But yeah, I love it. There's a lot of times where it does this thing with the vocals where it sounds very lo-fi.
Yeah.
And it comes together the best on this track. And the bit where the synth follows his singing. Oh, fat chef kiss. Fat with
Chef's Kiss.
PH, by the way.
Yeah. This was the one where the vocals were the best for me. I thought they invoked a lot of emotion. And that really hit the spot for me. Yeah, like I just said, my favourite from the record.
Yeah, I really like this. I agree with everything you just said. This feels to me like it would be a good FIFA song. I like the kind of going into the chorus, the kind of stop. Does that make sense? That's something of a different song. And I like the solo on this one. Pretty good.
Nice. Next one is The Extra Sees the Film. Bit of a slower one. I enjoyed this one, however. And again, there were parts where the synth was matching the vocals, where that made me feel tingly inside.
Yeah, I like this song when it was released as a single. It's just all very well crafted, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Very good.
Yeah, I think this is so far one of my favorite songs. Makes sense.
How would that possibly not make
pretty
sense?
straightforward comment. In terms of like a structural song, and I just like it. I really like the song. It's probably my favorite song on the album. I don't much more to say than I like it, really. To be honest with you.
Moving on, Contract Killers. This one is probably no. I wasn't really fussed about this one.
Yeah, this is a bit more of a filler.
Yeah, apart from the solo, which I enjoyed. Bit of a sort of meh one. I thought this was the one where he sounded the most Malcolmous.
Yeah, no, that's a good point
Yeah.
because I didn't think it for the first part of the album, but then towards the end, I did get Pavement vibes.
And I also got tone of voice as this is Ezra Furman. Occasionally. Some sort of deliveries, maybe because the vocals aren't. I mean, that sort of falls in line with Malcolmus, the vocals not being, spot on. But the kind of sort of the way that it's sung reminded me of there were essences of those artists.
I love it.
A lot of S's there. Liam, speak.
Hiya. Sorry, I thought it was Callum's turn next. Yeah, I definitely noticed the Malcolmus on this. I think the song's more Malcolmus. But yeah, I enjoyed the song. This also reminds me of the Strokes again. Just keep naming the same bands and keep comparing them, I guess. But there are certain elements. There's like the synth sound and stuff that's quite unique, I think, on this album. And cohesive through the album. Which I like, and the solo's good in this one as well. Or kind of like the
that's what
outro.
I said. That's literally what I said. The Sound of Music
Say it again.
is the next track. One of my favorite choruses on the album is in this song, and I liked it. Very straightforward, as are most of the songs, but I like the storytelling on this one in particular.
Mm-hmm.
I was checking out a little bit here, not through any fault of Kiwi Juniors because it is all very good and I did still enjoy it, but the tracks weren't really sticking out to me at this point.
I think that is their fault though, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, but they've made a good album. It's just I don't think it deviates from it enough. Like it's cohesive, but it's just too cohesive. There hasn't really been a break in style here. You know, like how sometimes you'd get like an acoustic number just to reset.
Yeah,
you haven't got that. But I don't think it would work. But it's just for me, I was just checking out a bit.
Check it out.
Yeah, I feel the same, and I've only listened to it once. Although this one did stand out to me when I listened to it. And yeah, again, I like the chorus, like you said, Yanni. I like the backing vocals and like that kind of. Yeah, I think it's a good song. I'm really hot.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I'm sweating. I'm
sweating
sweating in places I've not sweat before.
Sorry, Kiwi Junior.
Show me. Downtown Area Blues, the next one. This one again was a bit of a mare one, but I've just been listening to it then, and again, it's the same sort of points, positive notes that I'd have, where like the synth sounds are nice. the riff it plays, the points that it comes in are enjoyable. But yeah, this one wasn't really doing it for me. Anything more to add to that song or not?
I liked how it came straight out the blocks. This one kind of grabbed me a little bit again because it was just a different BPM. I like the synth in the background. Yeah, it is the same compliments really, but compliments are better than critiques.
Indeed.
That's true. Yeah, the Simpsons stuff are very good. I might have just flashed my belly a little bit then. But yeah,
I hope so.
subscribe to our page, Patreon. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I really like the sounds on this song and the album in general. I really like the sound that Kiwi Jr. have got going on. The song in particular doesn't really stand that massively. Is the issue that it's just all in the same key, and so every song uses the same notes?
It seems like it is, but whether it is, I don't know. Kennedy Hurst, the next one. Shut up, then. I like the synth.
You do surprise me.
There was something extremely 80s about the synth, though. It was very different to the other synths, in my opinion. Like the specific sound. But it also sorry, my thoughts are coming to me as I'm listening to it again. It's also interesting that the synth riff doesn't repeat itself. It basically plays at the start and then right at the end, whereas you'd think, oh, it's going to come in after every chorus or during every chorus, but it doesn't do that. I think there's a guitar riff that does, but it seems like you'd have the synth be the thing that would come in again, but it doesn't, which I thought was quite an interesting way of doing it.
Yeah.
The vocals were a little bit too ropey for me at the start of this one. This is where I noticed it the most, and I thought, yeah, I'm not too sure about this. But then they got better. And I enjoyed the change of vocal delivery in the different sections of this track. Just to say something positive about the vocals there.
Yeah, another good track, but again, this one kind of just was lost on me.
Same.
All right, peace.
Same. And we are here with the last track. And
reveal yourself.
The greatest TV show of them all, The Masked Singer. I thought this was a very enjoyable closer.
Off.
This is the part in the film where the main protagonist either does or doesn't get the slow dance with the partner that they desire. Go happy ending or go the sad ending, whichever way you want to go. I'm just riffing ideas here, Kiwi Jr. Give me some
playing
credit.
This at the prom.
Absolutely, they are. Absolutely,
yeah. I love it.
I think this was the best choice for a closer on the album. Definitely. I know we don't really normally say this, but from your descriptions, Cal, you know, when you're putting it into this rom-com music kind of style, I don't think the album artwork suits it.
I think
now I can't see anything but like just I don't know rom-com style artworks. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like the album artwork, I don't think it suits the music at all. It puts you in the wrong headspace for the songs.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Since the first single, I've really not liked the artwork.
Should be more summery, more I don't know, more oranges, more. I can't even see. More grey, please. More grey.
I get that the album's called Chopper, and that makes sense. I still think it still could have been better artwork for Chopper. But yeah, you're right. I can see like think of like prom things. I suppose I feel like that would make more sense to the sound, but
maybe
the
song, they did not want to go for the vibe of a school dance at all. But that's just what I get.
Yeah, the Masked Singer. This is the song that I thought was most Malcolmous. I thought this was very Malcolmous, vocally especially. And even musically, it was a bit kind of jixy. I thought this to me is like what happiness is to Elliott Smith. Which you can make your own joke there if you want. The band Happiness,
few and far between,
not the concept. Don't think there's much of that. But yeah, pretty Malcolmous, and I think again it's a good closer. I agree with that, and I like the kind of synth getting loud towards the end as the kind of ender of the album. Makes sense.
Lovely. That's it, everyone. We are going to rate it. I'm going to take the lead because I always do. Them's the rules. I'm going to give it a 7 which I think is a bit harsh because there's nothing I didn't enjoy. But it's not getting an 8.
Well,
Liam,
call me harsh if you want, because I'm going to give it a 7-2.
and call me double harsh because I'm also giving it a 7.
Wow. Lovely, easy maths
I don't know
for
how that
you
works
now, Liam.
maths-wise because there's 3 of us, but Liam,
7.
altogether now 7. Me in medium mode.
7.
And then for the range boys, what is it? It's a big fat stinky.
Jack
in.
shit.
Big fat arsehole.
Big fat
Yeah, man.
zilch. No, nothing, nada.
Oh. It's
Get a job. Get a
it's
real
a
job.
rim.